Alright, well, it didn't take too long for us to see our first, actually, I guess our second mutated mob that will go around placing uh, new nodes if the count gets too low is the thing. So we can see here, if we warp back to the center, we can see where we started at, which was right here on this spot. And you can see that's where the line of trees. So all these are dead and clearing out now, and nothing is backfilled because the dead mobs don't drop seeds and not, they're out of range. I guess if I increase the range with which the seeds can, or the new nodes can spawn, it would be able to go backwards in a direction where dead things, were once at, and backfill as they disappear or something like that. But yeah, you can see the trees going in this direction. They're taking a little bit of a turn to the left. We've got a field of minerals out here now. All the herbs, so those are still doing their thing. You can see how the dead ones fill in the back there, and then over here tailoring. You can see there's a front line of new seeds as it just kind of marches across the map essentially. That's kind of what it looks like. And these guys will pass, they die off over time. They wander the map. That way, if the count of rank 1, crafting mobs gets too low, if there's none on the map or it's under a certain threshold, the mutant will go around and place new seeds for the rank 1 nodes. That way there's always something for people to harvest on the map. It won't lock out low rank players because somehow all of the rank 1 mobs died or were harvested already or something. The mutant will come in and try and keep things going alongside the normal, natural respawning locations that there are on each map for the base parent node. So on a grove map, if we go to how does it spell? Here, one tree on a few trees, they want 4 base trees on this map, which are the parents for everything that'll spawn on after the server started. Just like these 2 squirrels here, you got a male and a female. Well, once the leatherworking creatures get in place, those are the 2 spawns that will essentially generate everything on this map. So, yeah. Anyways, back to map 20. And we can see how things are just progressing along. And also, here we go, we can see how many of what we have. So right now we're up to 400, so we've got the rank 1 there, rank 1 to this, rank 2, rank 1, rank 1, rank 1, rank 1, a mutant, yep, and there's seeds. So yeah, the only thing that's actually advanced to rank so far is the herbalism flowers, and you've got some cobalt, which is a blue flower, kind of hidden out here amongst the field. Or it may be one that's already died, but because of how I've got the numbers set up for testing at this point, there we go. Haha, there they are. 1, 2. So you'll start to see this front line turn into the cobalt flowers now, and all the sanguine flowers, in these directions will continue to propagate, but over here they'll eventually, they may overcrowd each other. It just depends on how they compete with each other. With testing right now, I don't have any of the stuff in place like variant nutrient values and stuff like that on this map, or even on the regular maps, but one of the plans I have is for the different things to have. So gathering nutrients, I want to have different modifiers based on the weather and what tile essentially the seed is dropped on, and I've got a table for the different nutrient groups, and I've got to go through the map editor and look at things, but that's the idea behind that, is depending on what the tile is what the nutrient bonus will be shown as. So here you can see now the things in the center have started disappearing after they died out, and it's hollowing out a path. It's interesting to see. Here's all the dead now. It's all moved over this way. It's one of the blue ones. So let's see how things are going here. What do we? Oh, we got a little bit more variety now. Up to 715. Good lord. Yeah, so rank 1, rank 1, rank 1, rank 1. Oh, we got some cotton going on now, so that means that's updated. That'll be the little... Alright, so let's find the... There's a little dead. Oh, and there's a cotton plant right there. I know, it's not... Look, I had to work with the assets that I have, okay? So, yes, it may not be cotton looking or whatever, but... Okay, whatever. Like, when I work on an actual game that has assets that I've created, or I'm helping out with somebody that has assets that they've created, then we can make the cotton plant look like a cotton plant, and the hemp plant look like a hemp plant. But for right now, with the way this works, I'm kind of locked into the assets that I have, because, I mean, I like this game. And this is my private server of it, so that's what I have to work with. Anyways, that's a little bit of running around there. I ain't crashed the system yet, but we're also not up to the maximum capacity on this map, where it's going to try and, you know, it starts fluctuating around with 400 nodes of each crafting line on the map. So once we get up to 1200 in a little bit here, it should be interesting to see how it behaves, if the game continues to run, or what's going to happen. Alright, one last check-in. Things are still up and running. Let's go ahead and work back to the center. So it looks like we did have it kind of backfill a little bit, because as you can see, I just came back to the center, and here we actually have some rank 2 trees. Check here. So sanguine, we're up to cobalt, sanguine flowers, mutated flowers. We got hemp and cotton. We got maple and poplar. Seed tree. Oh, cedar, that's rank 3, I believe. Looks like the... Alright, so yeah, we got a little bit of a, like, new center here. That's interesting. These haven't evolved, but... quote-unquote evolved. Ranked up. Some pocket there, little pocket there. So yeah, there's the next rank of trees here. So just so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, maple, poplar, cedar. So that's what we're looking at, and that's the the dead variations of them. When you're looking at all that, and then same thing here. We're starting out at rank 2 because we're using the hemp plants, but that's what we've seen it evolve to. Those are the dead ones that we've seen around. And here, the Chalcompria, I did a little bit of research to base stuff on like some real life stuff, and then I also just made up a bunch of names. So, and I tried matching up the colors across. Anyways, that's just some extra stuff. So these are the things that we're watching for to make certain are actually appearing over time and stuff like that. And once again, like I said, things are moving a lot faster. That way I can test them and observe them. But when I'm talking about things going around and like eating or the new mobs, I haven't even actually talked about it yet, I guess. But they're going to be doing searching, like looking for water, looking for food. So like the squirrels will look for acorns, stuff like that, to gather their energy, as opposed to just gaining it from the sunlight or gaining it from the water that's around nearby. Oh, we've reached the edge of the map now. Interesting. Okay, cool. We'll see how that's handled. Hopefully the stuff that I have with the edge border looks like it's working. We got 2 tiles there, so that's good. There should be a 2 tile minimum across the edge of the map, so that things don't encroach on borders and stuff like that. You can see some of the other testing stuff. Oh wow, this is really going ham up this way. NPCs. Like I said, this is a testing map. Oh, there we got one of the mutants. Okay. Go back to the center so I know where everything's at. But yeah, you can see how it's propagating out and around the map and doing its thing. There's a wall of the dead, a little bit of void space there. So yeah, I wish I could really get to like see this on a full scale of the map and just watch how the enemy, or how the mobs, ebb and flow with their numbers there. So within 2 minutes. So yeah, we're sitting at the max, but you can see how the counts of what's on the map changes over time. So that right there, that was that seed getting dropped, and that was the tree that dropped it. You saw the sparkles, and then you saw the vines and the seed there. That's how you can tell, the visual cues that I gave myself to make certain things are actually working. There's some other visual cues too, like when there's actually sunlight or rain. Oh yeah, there's the seed. There we go. I saw that red. I was gonna say, yep. So those are going out that direction. So yeah, trees is the first thing to hit rank 3 in here. There's the rank 2. If they don't get some room to keep populating, though, they're going to die out. And we've hit the edge of the map. Got 2 of those guys wandering around, but there's so many seeds already out here that they're not dropping anything right now. So, anyways, that's enough looking at this, and we'll come back later and see if it's still running.